Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Anthony, here to give you guys another review. This time it is a TV series review for the new rebooted show, Rugrats. So they finally did it. They rebooted something from my childhood. You know, they've been rebooting stuff from like the 90s and 80s and everything, but now they have reached the late 90s, early 2000s phase, and they're just rebooting everything. So that means I am officially getting old, and it's not a good feeling. But we're here to talk about the reboot of the Rugrats and if it's good or not. Is it bad? Do you just have to go watch the original and just make sure that, you know, this never existed? But you know, I gotta say, I'm actually surprised that I really enjoyed this series. It's a little short, which we'll get into. But overall, I came back after watching and I was like, you know what? I think this new series of Rugrats is gonna work. So let's get into this review proper and let's go with the pros and the cons. Starting off with the positives, of course, and that is everybody is back. Pretty much everybody. They got the original cast of the Rugrats back, all the original voice actors, which I was hoping for that they were going to bring it back. When I heard that they were going to do this reboot, I was like, you got to bring back the cast. They still have the same voices. They could still portray them, and they did that. They are definitely the most important cast members that you need to bring back in this show, so I'm so happy that they brought them back. The parents are voiced by different people, which, I mean, it takes a while to get used to. And overall, I just got a feeling that Rugrats is back. And particularly the first episode, which is longer than all the rest of the episodes. It's about 43 minutes and it kind of plays like a Rugrats movie. If you remember the first Rugrats movie and like Rugrats in Paris and Rugrats Gone Wild, it plays like a movie. Overall series has a lot of adult jokes and sometimes they miss, sometimes they hit. But one of the biggest changes in this series is that it is set in the modern day. And so we get, you know, smartphones and like Roombas going around, and that is shown in the actual like opening of the show. You remember the old one, but this new one is similar. It's pretty much the same, but they just like taken out some dated aspects from the original opening and have changed them with this one. Like in the original opening, there is a vacuum cleaner, which I'm guessing now is obsolete, and now we have a Roomba in the new one. Little aspects that I like that they changed from the original into the new one, but it still feels fresh and new. Another thing that I really enjoyed and I was kind of surprised about in this series is that we get to spend a little bit more time with the parents of the children, and I was kind of taken aback by that. I was like, okay, we're going to be forced to, you know, care about the parents, because in the original one you didn't really know that much about the parents. You know a little bit. We're going really into their backstories and giving them a little bit more character, and I was surprised how much I enjoyed that. I thought that it was going to take away from the kids, you know, that we're not going to spend that much time developing the kids or anything. I mean, for me personally, I don't need that much development because I know how these characters are. But this is a new show. They can change things up. They can, you know, retcon certain things that they did in the original series. But like I said, both of the parents' stories and the kids' stories, they did a really good job of balancing them. And there's a lot of Easter eggs in this series as well. If you just pause a couple episodes, particularly I think it was like episode 3, if you look in the background, there's like certain things that will give you a hint of certain characters' backstories. I'm not going to go into spoilers, but I was kind of surprised because a character like the grandpa, we don't know that much story of like his history and like who's the grandma and everything, but there's little things in the background that piece things together, and I thought that was kind of cool. Now let's get into the negatives, and there's just quite a few things that I have like nitpicks with. One thing is the dialogue. I mean, this is a kids show, so don't kid you, I'm a grown man watching a kid show of a kid show that I used to watch when I was a kid. So there's bound to be some cringe moments, and it's just typical things that you would think in a modernized show. You know, they're talking about Gen Zs and millennials and making fun of us and everything, which is, you know what? Okay, I gotta talk about this skinny jean thing, all right? You guys are making fun of skinny jeans that are not skinny jeans, okay? This is a skinny jean. The stuff that I wear is not that. Episode 4 in particular is probably, I think, is the weakest. I wouldn't say it's weak episode. It made me uncomfortable because the theme of that episode is just weird. And I understand that kids do certain things and say certain things, and I could see a group of kids doing that and saying that, but just to me as an adult, it's just weird. And the biggest thing that I have a problem with, or a little issue that I have with this whole entire series, I guess it's a big one because, you know, you're seeing it all the time, is the animation. Now, at times, the animation looks fine and it doesn't bother me that much, but at other times it looks goddamn terrifying because this looks scary and I can't get it out of my head. But overall, guys, I thought that the remake of Rugrats was actually really good. So if you're a fan of the original series, I definitely think you should go check this out. Do I think that it's worth like getting a subscription to Paramount Plus? Probably not. Like I said, there's only like 5 episodes and like 4 or 5 shorts. So I wouldn't say just run out and get Paramount Plus just to see this. I would say wait a little bit. But if you really want to see the Rugrats, then I think you're not going to be disappointed. But guys, let me know what you think of the Rugrats reboot in the comments down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think that this is terrifying? The animation is cringeworthy. But let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that stuff. And remember, guys, keep watching TV.